Y'all, so I had stopped watching reality TV for a minute just because I was being careful with what I'm consuming and everything. But my mom told me about Young, Famous, and African, so I started watching it and I got through all three seasons. It was just intriguing, to see other people of the diaspora, how they interact and everything, and just the different aesthetics and how it's much different on other continents or whatever, and who are considered the people that people look up to in those places or that they adore in those places. It's just interesting and intriguing to see. But y'all, my heart goes out to Annie right now. If that is true, I was seeing everything online about Tubaba is basically divorcing her. I felt so bad for her for the simple fact that when I'm watching that show, she clearly loves that man to death. Literally. She loves that man way more than he loves her. And I said that it was dangerous and it was bad and it wasn't healthy. And I knew for a fact that she wasn't going to leave him. Like, no matter what he does, she was not going to leave him. And I was like, the only way she will get out of this toxic cycle that she doesn't even realize she's in is if he leaves her. But he was so quiet and sneaky that I didn't know if he had it in him to leave her, because I think he just knew that, like, she's my little dummy, like, she gonna always be around no matter what I do. But also, it takes, I ain't gonna say a real man, but it takes a lot for him to just go ahead and leave her instead of constantly dragging her through the mud as he's done for years, because they're public figures. He sees that she loves him to death, because he even said in this on one of the seasons when a Kanye girl lady asked him, like, do you understand how much she loves you? And he was like, too much. His response was just like, girl. And I know all the women tried to warn her or whatever, but I just feel like during this time people should give her grace, because love is one of the strongest emotions and feelings that you can have. Even in the Bible, it tells you nothing is stronger than love. And the way that lady loves this man, and if he's divorcing her, I just know she's going through it. Like, he was her world. When he calls her and everything, it like she lights up. She genuinely loved this man. And it's so sad that a man cannot be mature enough to understand that you will never get this rare, pure form of love ever again in life, because everybody else that he get after her is only going to want him for who he is. And from my understanding, she said she knew him like before the fame and all of this and that, because she was very young when she first met him. So, that just proves and it shows you that the only thing that could change a man is God. Can't no woman, can't no friend, all these people trying to pull him to the side, have these talks, and they trying to renew vows. Like, none of that matters if a man's relationship with God is not on point. He's never going to be able to treat you how he's supposed to treat God's daughter. But my heart and prayer goes out to her, his children, and her children. And I just really hope she get through this time. And I hope that she ends up finding a love that'll last a lifetime. Prayers for Annie. And I did forget to mention, I don't like how he ran to the internet. Like, you want to be Mr. Quiet, sneaky on the show, but as soon as you about to divorce your wife, you run and explain it to the world. Why? At that point, he would have definitely lost me, because now I feel like you're doing this for some publicity stunt for some woman you messing with on the side. Like, well, go and tell them that you ain't with her no more. Like, that's just so corny and lame, bringing your relationship to the internet. Like, disgusting. I would have lost so many feelings just off that. Not to mention that kids are old enough, like, to have Instagram and all of this and that, and their classmates and stuff. Like, you are an embarrassment to your entire family. Actually, you can't lead a family, and you don't deserve to be a husband. So thank God that you're leaving her, and I hope she just see that it's beauty in that breakup, for sure. Beauty in that divorce. I also saw somewhere where it was saying he like over a decade older than her. Like, girl, leave that fool, leave that clown, and go and get somebody your age. He closer to the grave than he is to the playpen or whatever they say. Like, he ain't worth tripping over for sure. Bye, old man. Bye, granddad. Ain't nobody finna want you. You pushing, they be pushing 60, still trying to be outside. Like, do y'all like men at that point? If one woman can't satisfy you, what is wrong with you for real?